The home of Lagos was electric as Valentine's Day approached, with red and white decorations adorning every street corner. Vendors hawked everything from roses to teddy bears, and the scent of fried plantains and spicy suya mixed with the city's usual hustle. Chioma walked through the market with her phone in hand, her eyes glued to the glowing screen. Her timeline was flooded with extravagant Valentine's Day posts. Ada had received a bouquet so massive it could have covered an entire bed, and Nkechi was wrapped in a designer jacket, holding a brand new Chanel bag in her arms. Chioma scrolled through each post, feeling her heart sink deeper with every image. "Why does everyone have it so good?" she muttered under her breath. She had been with Imeaka for over a year, but he had never been one for flashy displays of affection. He was humble, hardworking, but his job as a freelance graphic designer didn't exactly scream luxury. They hadn't even talked about Valentine's Day yet, and it was only a week away. Her mind raced. Maybe I'm just being too patient. Maybe he doesn't care enough to spoil me like the others are getting spoiled. Later that evening, Chioma waited for Imeaka at his modest one-bedroom apartment in Surulere. The sounds of Lagos street life filtered through the open window as she paced back and forth, her heels clicking against the floor. When Imeaka finally walked in, his face lit up as he saw her, but the warmth didn't last long. He seemed distracted, his hands shoved into his pocket. "Chioma, you looked beautiful," he said, but his voice was distant. Chioma barely acknowledged the compliment. She didn't care about how she looked. She cared about what Imeaka was planning for Valentine's Day. "Imeaka, Valentine's Day is in a week. What are you getting me?" Emeka's face immediately tightened, his smile fading. "Chioma, I have told you, we can't afford anything crazy right now. Things are tight. Let's just keep it simple." Chioma crossed her arms, the irritation bubbling in her chest. "Simple? Is that all you think I want? Just a basic dinner and some small gifts? Have you seen what other people are doing for their partners?" She pulled out her phone and shoved it in his face. Ada's pictures flooding the screen, a luxury getaway, designer gifts, and the kind of life Chioma had only dreamed of. Imeaka looked at the phone for a moment, then glanced away. "Chioma, I'm not trying to compete with anyone. What matters is that I love you, not what other people are doing." Chioma's eyes narrowed. "Well, love without action is useless. If you can't step up, maybe I need to look for someone who will." Her words hit Imeaka like a slap. He stood there stunned, unable to respond. The tension in the room thickened, and Chioma, anger now pulsing in her veins, turned and stormed off. The next afternoon, Chioma met with Ada and Nkechi at a cafe in Lekki, a bustling spot where young professionals gathered to discuss the latest gossip. "So what's your man doing for Valentine's?" Ada asked. Her eyebrow ached in curiosity. Chioma hesitated, her stomach in knots. "I don't know. He hasn't really said anything yet." Nkechi snickered. "Girl, you need to make him understand what's at stake. You are not a secondary character in his life. You deserve the best. All that simple talk is for people who can't keep up." Chioma listened closely, the words sinking in deeper than she cared to admit. She had never seen Nkechi so bold, so confident. But Imeaka doesn't care about showing off like that, she muttered, though even she could hear the uncertainty in her voice. Ada leaned forward. Babe, that's where you are wrong. Sometimes it's not even about the man. It's about how you want to be treated. And trust me, if you keep letting him slide by with his simple approach, you are going to lose out. There are men who will buy you those things, and I'm not talking about a bag from Zara. Chioma's heart raced. She wasn't sure why she was allowing herself to be swayed by their words, but something inside her snapped. The weight of all the Valentine's Day posts, the pressure, the comparison, it was too much. That evening, Chioma opened up a message from Chidi, a wealthy businessman who had been flirting with her for the past few weeks. He'd been testing her often, sending lavish compliments, and now he was suggesting a dinner date. This is it, Chioma, she thought. One chance, one opportunity to finally get the kind of Valentine's I deserve. The evening with Chidi was like something out of a movie. The expensive restaurant, the dim lighting, the soft jazz playing in the background. Chidi was charming, his smile wide and his words smooth. He ordered the most expensive dishes, insisting Chioma try everything. Anything you want, Chioma, Chidi said, leaning in closer than was necessary. I like to spoil my woman. You deserve the best. Chioma tried to smile, but something about Chidi felt off. His compliments were too polished, his gaze too intense. When he touched her arm as they conversed, it made her skin crawl. Chioma, I can tell you are the kind of girl who doesn't settle. I like that. I'm just wondering if you are really worth all the efforts I'm willing to put in. She froze, her heart hammering. It wasn't long before the conversation turned darker. Chidi's gift came with strings attached. He seemed to expect her to behave a certain way, to be grateful for everything he gave her, even if it meant tolerating his possessiveness. The next few days were a wake-up call for Chioma. She heard the stories from Ada and Nkechi, stories she hadn't wanted to believe. Ada's boyfriend had been cheating on her, buying her affection with expensive gifts to mask the emotional neglect. Nkechi's designer bag had come with endless manipulation and gaslighting from her own boyfriend. The glamorous lives Chioma had envied were built on a foundation of lies and pain. Chioma couldn't stop thinking about everything she had learned. She had been so blinded by envy, by the constant comparison, that she had failed to see the darkness lurking behind the glitter. She needed to make things right. That evening, she went to Imeaka's apartment, her heart heavy with regret. He opened the door, looking tired and a little apprehensive. Imeaka, can we talk? Chioma asked, her voice trembling. He nodded and led her inside. What's going on, Chioma? You have been distant. I was wrong, Chioma said, her eyes welling up. I pressured you into something that wasn't fair. I have been comparing our relationship to others, to things that doesn't matter. And I'm sorry for that. I just wanted to feel special. Imeaka studied her for a long moment. You are special to me, Chioma. But if you are always chasing what others have, you are going to miss what's right in front of you. Chioma nodded, wiping away a tear. I see that now. I was so foolish, Imeaka. Can you forgive me? Imeaka smiled gently, taking her hand in his. I forgave you the moment you walked in here. The next Valentine's Day was different. No extravagant gifts, no expectations. Just the two of them, walking hand in hand through the streets of Lagos, talking and laughing, they enjoying the moment. Chioma posted nothing on social media. She didn't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. As they sat at their favorite roadside suya joint, Chioma looked at Imeaka and smiled. This is the best Valentine's I have ever had. Imeaka grinned because it's real, and it was. True love isn't about gifts or social media validation. It's about understanding, patience, and valuing what truly matters. The connection between two people without the weight of comparison. How are you celebrating your Valentine's Day? Are you sharing with others, or you are waiting for an extravagant gift? Happy Valentine's Day in advance.